Disappointment in the game of life.
Next up, we have the entire score of The Rise of Skywalker. Look, I dunked on this thing pretty hard, but putting it into perspective next to all the other evil entities on this list, I mean, at least it's nice to listen to. It's annoying when you're watching the film and you hear Palpatine's theme for the 50th time instead of something original. But I mean, I like Palpatine's theme. This film is a greatest hits medley of bits from the previous scores, and they're not used in the most sensical of ways. But damn it, at least those compositions are good. And to be totally fair, I do like some of the original compositions in this film. The celebration music towards the end is actually pretty good and not derivative. It really just goes to show you that even one of the worst John Williams scores I've ever heard in my life is some solid shit. Leaps and bounds ahead of some of the garbage we're gonna get into.
Disappointment in the game of life.
For such a generally positive ranking with very few actual bad entries, it's really hard to overstate how much the music on SNES Ghost Valley and Mario Kart really dropped the ball. They took an already kind of monotonous and repetitive song from a platforming level and dulled it down even further. The original Ghost House music in Mario World progressed into a do-do-do-do-do, and that's not even in the Mario Kart version. What the hell? Yeah, this is just a lame copy of a song I already didn't really care for. I mean, I can tolerate it just fine, but it doesn't scare me, it doesn't excite me, and with that said, it's better than like 40 other things in this ranking.
Chaos control. Disappointment in the game of life.
Okay, now we're starting to get into the stuff that I either actively despise with a passion, or stuff that is just so meaningless and empty that I couldn't objectively justify putting it any higher on the list, despite the fact that I can sit through a lot of it easier than other stuff. Like, would I rather rewatch Ralph Breaks the Internet or the Potluck song from Steven Universe? Obviously, the Potluck song. But I can't deny there is less artistic merit in the Potluck song because it's just the word potluck over and over. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna give that a pass and say that that's one of the best things I've ever ranked last place. By the pretty high standards of Steven Universe songs, that's just abysmal. Yeah, it's inoffensive, yeah, it doesn't need to be an amazing song or whatever, but I'm sorry, that's just how I'm interpreting this ridiculous, overstuffed ranking video of a bunch of things that should not be ranked together. Yeah, I don't know, you could have written like a real song here. It didn't have to be anything great. Sadie could have just sang any other words besides potluck. Like, that's all it took. Here, you know what? This isn't in the script, but I'm just gonna write it right now. I'm gonna write, like, a better song than potluck. Potluck's pretty great, and I like it, so don't be late. Potluck's I do admittedly kind of like her singing voice though. It's nice how off-key and natural it is.
Disappointment in the game of life.
Just 1 second.
Okay, this is definitely one of the most where the hell do I rank this entries in the entire list. Because, like, the moment has arrived from Phineas and Ferb isn't, like, bad, I don't think. The thing is, I just can't hear it because it plays in the background during Candace's phone call. All I hear before that is, girl, the moment has arrived. I guess it sounds nice while I can hear it, but I don't know, man. If you're not gonna let the song play, then it's kind of worthless in the context of Phineas and Ferb songs, right? I don't think anyone but the single most diehard fan on the planet even knows what this song is. At least Potluck was a tangible song you could hear. I don't know, man. I have no idea. This ranking is hard enough as is, and then you got shit like this on top of everything. I think this is the official start of the F tier on this list. But this is like the least offensive F tier there is, so it goes here. I don't know.
Disappointment in the game of life.
Alright, we're really about to descend into the abyss here, which contains the worst of the worst from a lot of my movie ranking videos, as well as a couple absolutely atrocious Mario Kart stragglers. With that said, there's one somewhat miscellaneous ranking that still earned its way this low with its bottom spot. And that is the worst Total Drama World Tour song. Yes, I bet you forgot I made that video, huh? A Chinese Lesson is so bad. Like, it's just Chris doing cultural appropriation and not even really singing. He's just saying random shit and then everyone responds. And then it's broken up by dialogue. It stops and starts 5 different times. It's just, oh my god, it's so bad. At least Cody technically sang in this one for 5 seconds. That's more than he sings in like 90% of the other songs in this season. But yeah, this is abysmal. I don't get anything out of it music-wise. It's not catchy. It doesn't do anything fun with its characters. It's like a black hole where music goes to die.